Yo, you're watching Sherko, and today we are back with some more Wild Rift Esports, and as you can see, we are jumping straight into the draft, continuing the series where we left off. Cerberus Esports going up against Gamehome Esports here in Game 3. Cerberus already at match point, okay, in this Vietnamese Icon series, and I know we're taking a look at the Vietnamese Icon series a lot lately, but man, I don't know what it is, but these players just play so aggressively. It is just so much fun to watch, and this series is just crazy so far, and you'll see in this game as well, we'll have some crazy picks. I mean, you can already see it in the title and thumbnail of this video, but, you know, you'll see. Anyway, Lee Sin ban, Kai'Sa ban, 2 broken champions, very self-explanatory. Seraphine ban, you know, a little bit interesting, but she had a lot of success in the previous game, and the Diana ban as well targeted at Taku, but that leaves the Akali open. So Akali is instantly first picked by Cerberus here. Camille and Ezreal are the response for Gamehome. Now we've seen Ezreal mid lane by Gamehome last game. We'll see. He didn't really do too well. We'll see if he tries to do that again. We have a Gragas pick that can go into the Baron lane or into the jungle or even into the mid lane, and a Lux as well. And as you can see, we have some interesting picks here because the enemies pick Mundo jungle and the Nami, and now the Tristana and the Darius come out. So we are going to see another Tristana in esports, but also we'll see something very interesting, okay? Because as you can see on Gamehome side, who's the mid laner? Yes, it's gonna be Fiora. And who's the mid laner on Cerberus? It is, of course, the amazing player Taku that has completely blown us away for the past 2 games. And he's gonna be playing Akali in the mid lane. That will be so much fun. Gragas in the jungle. This should be a really good game. I went a little bit too far, excuse me. There we go. As you can see, the Fiora and Akali mid lane. Now, I don't think, I'm not sure when they picked Fiora, Gamehome, that they were expecting Cerberus to put the Akali mid lane. But, just as a little information here, the Fiora actually is very, very good into Akali. I think Grasp of the Undying Fiora is the only champion that can beat Akali in the lane. So we'll see how this works out, because of course Taku is the best player in this series so far, hands down. We have to say that. Those fights by him always carried the games. We have that Lux in the support position with that Tristana. Not the best lane, but I'm very glad that finally the duo lane is in the bot lane. Everything is back to normal after the most recent patch. They really had to buff these towers a million times to knock out the duo mid lanes, knock them out from the mid lane and put them into the dragon lane again. But yeah, now let's see. While I'm holding that thought about the bot lane matchups, we will take a look at a little bit of a skirmish here around to the Krabby. Ooh, beautiful flash forced onto the Gragas by Camille, by her little dash. I don't know what it's called, but 3D maneuver gear if you're a Attack on Titan enjoyer. But yeah, Gragas goes back to his jungle. He got cucked pretty big time there because the Mundo is gonna get a double Krabby now. And he is waiting here a little bit because the bot lane has priority, the enemy bot lane, and is moving up, but this Tristana has to jump away. She's gonna get flashed after. Is she gonna burn down to the ignite? No, but the AoE of Mundo kills her, and now the Ezreal gets a kill as well. Huge misplay by the bot lane of Cerberus, not respecting the potential Mundo trap there. Very well executed at the same time by the Mundo. Super nice gameplay. Guys, I'm telling you, these 2 teams, they're just pretty evenly matched. I know it looks like a stomp so far, 2-0 for Cerberus, but the games were very well fought by Gamehome, and crazy picks as well. Fiora mid. I mean, this mid laner of Gamehome always goes for some crazy picks. I believe the mid laner is playing top lane now. I'm not sure. I think they swapped. I think they put the Baron laner into the mid lane and put the mid laner onto the Camille into the top lane. But while I'm saying that, the Ezreal gets completely caught off camera, gets taken down, a little bit of a return kill there for Cerberus. Very unfortunate for Gamehome, of course. This is a 400-300 gold lead for Cerberus, which doesn't really matter so far. But again, let's get back to those dual lane matchups, right? Nami Ezreal is like a standard matchup. if you see your support pick Nami in solo queue, at least that's what I do. I like to pick Ezreal because that third ability of Nami is going to apply on your Mystic shots, which is going to be able to make you slow down the enemies, chase them down, kite them. It is beautiful from super far away. Lux and the Tristana dual lane is not something you see in solo queue at all, because what Lux wants to do is she wants to poke and Tristana just wants to farm or all in. Lux can all in if she catches someone with a binding, but it's not the traditional matchup here that you would see a lot in your games. So we'll see how Cerberus is going to make it work. They're making it work pretty well so far. 500 gold lead for the Tristana. She completed her Blade of the Ruined King. She's looking pretty thick there, you know. FBI, chill. And I'm talking about the item builds, okay? Anyway, that was a little close, guys. The dragon is being taken already by the Mundo jungle. I love Mundo jungle, man. Even after the nerfs, still a pretty good, decent champion. I think we're going to see it much more and more, but we see it less in this particular game because he just got one-tapped by the Akali. And that is a free dragon for Cerberus. Cerberus definitely pulling ahead now. 1,000 gold lead, which again doesn't matter too much at 17 and 16,000 gold total. So, beautiful by light binding by the Lux. And that is a kill. See, that's what I was talking about. The Lux and Tristana, they can all in together if the Lux binding hits. But usually you would want to pick something like a Corki or something like an Ezreal. Ezreal Lux is probably one of the strongest dual lanes in the entire game right now. Because, yeah, the Lux hits her binding, all the ults fly towards the enemy, and boom, that's a kill. Or you just both poke if the Lux binding doesn't hit. So you can do both. It's really clean. Mundo clearing out that ward. Fiora moving into the river as well, but quickly goes back to her mid lane. She has a barrier, by the way. Taku, the absolute Chad. And you can probably notice who is one of my favorite players so far in Wild Rift Esports. Goes for the Ignite. The Chad, I'm telling you. But this soy boy little Darius goes for a barrier. Oh well. This is the nerf barrier, guys. So we gotta point out the soyness in that item. Mundo, of course, going for a Sunfire Aegis as a first item. Very standard. He's probably gonna go for some magic resistance, I would say, since the enemies have 2 mages and the Lux as well. And then probably for maybe some armor, you know, maybe some Bramble Vest action, because it's just such a good item. Gives you so much armor for such a cheap price. And then probably for a Warmox very soon. Very good item. Go buffed. Staple item on Mundo. But we'll see if I'm right here. The Fiora, of course, going for her Trinity, and so is that Camille. If I didn't look at it wrong, but hey, we can't even look at the Ezreal anymore. He just gets one-tapped again. Beautiful maneuvers again by Taku on his Akali. I definitely want to see Akali mid lane more. I think it's not as good as Baron lane because Akali Baron lane is broken, but let's hold that thought. Ooh, the Darius gets the 1v2, man. He has to flash. The Lux almost finishes the Dr. Mundo. Beautiful gameplay by the Darius, man. Nets his team 2 kills here. And huge priority in that Baron lane. That is just a huge stomp at this point. Oh my god, the Lux a little bit toxic with the penguin emoji. Alright, buddy, calm down a little bit there. You're getting carried by Taku every game, okay? I'm not gonna lie, never mind. He actually forced the Seraphine ban. He's a god as well. He did those ult flashes. He's actually really good. The Cerberus Esports roster looking good, but while I'm saying that, man, while we're simping the Akali, he gets one-tapped, gets solo bullet. Am I cool now? Solo bullet? Am I using the right memes now? Are you happy? Am I a zoomer now? Hey fellow kids, I'm not old. Anyway, he gets solo bullet. Very nice. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a League of Legends meme from the Bausfs. I don't know how to say his name. He's a streamer. And when you solo kill someone, you say solo bullet. I don't even know the entire history of the meme. I'm just a loser. I'm just trying to repeat stuff so you guys enjoy because you guys are zoomers. A huge E-flash by that Gragas there, huge engage. The Ezreal gets completely one-shot instantly. Now this Mundo is in a huge heap of trouble here. He gets killed as well. The Lux gets the last hit on that one. 9-3, huge stomp, man. And we have Darius trying to do some chip damage onto Fiora, but the riposte stops him from doing so. However, the Ocean Dragon is alive. The Rift Herald gets another push here onto that tower. This is absolutely insane. Now, the last two games were very competitive. However, this one is just a complete stomp right now. Cerberus looking juicy. Looking juicy with that draft as well. They really seem to have insane players mechanically, because you give them that Lux, you give them that Akali, you give them that Darius, and they just win all the lanes. They just straight up win all the lanes. The Gragas comes in with some clutch ganks, and you're looking at an 8,000 gold lead in 9 minutes. It's almost a 9,000 gold lead. That is pretty disgusting, guys. The Gragas actually went for a lot of ages into the Sunfire Aegis. We see this hybrid Gragas a lot lately in esports and in solo queue as well. Seems to make a lot of sense. And this Akali is just out for blood. She's out for blood, but she's gonna get, hey, the enemies are out for blood as well. I think she's dead. She doesn't have her Shroud, and this is a little bit of a comeback, because you can't have your very important member of the team inting like that. He died twice now. So a little bit of hope for Game Home, but then the Tristana just shuts it down and completely one-shots this little Nami, man. Cerberus really flexing their muscles here. Really flexing their mechanics. Oh my god, that Tristana. Oh, but bro, that Lux was terrible. Hey, where's the penguin emoji now, loser? I'm kidding. The Dr. Mundo gets killed as well. And yeah, that Lux ult was quite the demonic possession, wasn't it, guys? Was quite interesting there, I have to say. The beautiful Stargazer Camille. Unfortunately, that's the only thing he will be able to gaze at, stars. Not at a trophy after this one. It is what it is. Guys, my word plays are pretty crazy today, huh? And no mom jokes either. It's pretty crazy, man. I'm leveling up, man. It is what it is. Anyway, while I'm saying that, the Akali dies once again. However, this time I would argue it's worth. Because why would they gank the Akali when Cerberus is happily doing better? Well, of course they have to, because they can't contest it, and at least they get a kill. Akali knows that, keeps them busy, gets her team the Baron buff, but honestly, she probably could have survived if she just went back earlier, and now the split pusher doesn't have the Baron buff. Cerberus has a very classic 1-3-1 comp. If you don't know what that is, it is one Baron laner, well, one in each solo lane and 3 in the middle. They have Gragas, Lux, and Tristana in the middle to disengage, you know. Tristana can kick away the engaging tool like Camille. Gragas can kick them away as well, so the enemies can't really do much. Meanwhile, you have that Akali and the Darius, two very strong duelists, split pushing the side lanes. It's a very, very strong strategy, and honestly, there's not much Game Home can do against it, because as you saw, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to engage onto this Tristana, but she just kicks the Camille away, breaks the ultimate tether, and this is what you see, man. That was an amazing Lux ult for... but while I'm saying that, you can see the Darius ending the game, man. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Let's just take a look at it again, because that was very... I was a little bit educational, you know? The only way Game Home can come back here is engaging onto Tristana and one-shotting her. But Tristana kicks the Camille away, so the ult is completely useless. And now, what is gonna happen? Nothing. The Fiora tries to dive deep. This is a very desperate play. 4-man Lux ult. Enemies are completely low, and they know that they're not blind. They see that this Darius is pushing. But it doesn't matter. It's their only play to come back. If this succeeded, they could probably win. I mean, this Darius is just... Oh my god, let's take a look at this again. Holy moly, the Beyblade play. The rocket Beyblade, man. My man Dragoon got some rockets right there. Lux, why are you so toxic? Did you see that? He did the penguin again, man. Bro, don't... Listen, man. I don't like toxicity, man. It's cringe. It's cringe, bro. You're already winning. Oh well. Anyway, guys, that was a crazy stomp, man. That was seriously insane. Huge mechanical display by Cerberus. They win the best of 5 with an easy 3-0 at the end, man. Beautifully done. Who's gonna get the MVP? It is the Tristana, however, that is the in-game MVP. If I would have to give somebody the MVP, it would probably be Darius, because he really just consistently won his lane throughout the whole game. No contest there. He was 4k ahead of his enemy laner there, as you can see. It was the biggest difference in the game. I definitely think he deserves the MVP. But honestly, everyone played well. Akali, hey, I was simping him, but hey, he had a little bit of a bad game there, but he was targeted a lot. 18,000 damage from the Tristana. Very beautiful game. That Fiora didn't work out. Let's just check her build. Very standard build. Even skipping the death stance, going straight into that Sterak's. With that being said, this is going to be it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and leave an algorithmic comment to support this channel. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.